I chose learning disability as academic study, and I chose it because I have a child with a learning disability, and I think it's given the cold shoulder in the classroom more than other things. Children with a learning disability are often left in the classroom and not given the proper attention and help that they may need. For instance, there is a state test that children with learning disabilities are given only every 3 years to determine what they need help on. 3 years is a very long time for a child to go without having more testing because every year the child gets older, it goes into a higher grade, and things get tougher. My daughter's in her first year of middle school and is basically failing because the state of Kentucky sees her test scores and results from 2 years ago. She's only getting help in 2 subjects when she needs help in almost all of her classes. The state of Kentucky does not see it that way. They would rather throw her into 9 different classes with 9 different teachers and only assistants in 2 of those classes, which is causing her to fail. I feel like she feels like she can't do the schoolwork other kids do. She feels like she's not as smart as the other kids, so sometimes that results into behavior problems. It's not fair to the students that really do not get and understand what's going on in the classroom. So now they have taken it upon themselves to introduce the Chromebooks to these students, and the students with learning disabilities are expected to log into these Chromebooks daily, read the assignments, and do them. If they ask for help, I'm sure teachers would help them, but at the same time, for a child with a learning disability, things are a lot different for them. They need a lot more explanation, they need a lot more help, and they need a lot more one-on-one time with the teachers. Now that she's in middle school and that they are going on the results from 2 years ago, she's basically going off of an elementary grade level's test scores, not middle school. The state of Kentucky really needs to change those policies in order to benefit each child so that they could be successful in school. Every child should be tested at least every year, just so that the academic standpoint is up to date yearly, and that each child is getting the help that they need, where they need it, and the subjects that they need it. Not just every 3 years because that's what they want to pay for. That's not fair to the children. And then the ones that feel like she does sometimes, and it sometimes turns into behavioral problems, they get punished for that, but the school system and the state doesn't understand that when a child feels that they can't understand it, they don't understand it, they feel dumb, and they lash out, they are disciplined, but yet the state of Kentucky doesn't see that as a problem. They don't see that they need to help these kids understand more. There is so many kids that I know now that have had learning disabilities that needed extra help in school, and now they're running the streets and not attending school. I don't want that for my daughter. The state of Kentucky really needs to take a look at their policies and the way that they deal with IEPs, the learning disability children, the autistic children, ADHD, and etc., and not just turn everything into a disciplinary action.